Hi everyone, David Mitchell from Baby Renovations, and it's the end of week 6 of our Scott Street project in Beaumaris, and so much has been done in the last 3 weeks. Let's get into it. So you're looking at the new kitchen living area of the house, and it's so much bigger. I know I would have shown this in the previous video, but it just is awesome. We have done so much framing, so all the framing's been completed for what we need to do at this moment in time. We've had additional work added to the job, so you can see now all this flooring is all up now. That's all the old boards from this area here. I'll get into that. All the plumbing's completed, most of the electrical roughing's completed, just minor things to be done, so you can see all the lights are hanging everywhere. And we've also started removing windows, we've cut brick walls, we've done everything. So let's get into it. Let's start with the floor. So you can see here, we've pulled up all these old boards. Some of them are no good, but a lot of them are fine. And the whole reason why we did this was because this area down here had really big gaps to the edges along the walls, and all of where the stairs were and everything was no good. It would have been very difficult to patch it to get it really perfect the way you want it. I mean, you spend a lot of money, you actually want to do it really well the first time. So in this area here, and all around, this is the new kitchen area. We're going to lay all new boards all throughout this whole lower section here, and including on the staircase. And then these boards here that we've pulled out, we're actually going to put up in here in this upstairs lounge area, which is going to be great because it'll match these. It'll look perfect because obviously the boards were laid at exactly the same time, and there's enough to just fill that area there with some waste left over to be sure. So that's going to look fantastic. Upon pulling the floor up, we found that obviously the stairs were no good, so we've completely removed the stairs and we rebuilt them to specifications, and they're built really well now. So that's one good thing. We also found that the floor here over there, it was sagging. All of the joists had sagged about 15 to 20 mil. So we pulled that section of floor up and fixed the joist, basically cleated or laminated timber to the sides of the existing joist and fixed it that way, so it's now good. It's not perfectly level, but it's flat. And the reason why we wanted to do that is because that's a window with a sliding door. That's going to become a stacking door, so that's a really high traffic area where people will be walking a lot in the future, so that's why we fixed that floor there. Another thing that was done, a decision that was just made recently this week, was to remove the underfloor ducted heating. So we've removed all of the ducts that were in the floor, and we're going to put in reverse cycle air conditioning into the ceiling. Now that this house is so open, the old system wouldn't have worked correctly. So in all of the house, everywhere where there was a duct, we've now put in timber supports underneath and put flooring in, so that's all done now. And obviously I can show you, it's done in all of the bedrooms as well. So you can see here, that one there has been filled in, and that's the old duct there that was in the floor. And one of the advantages of doing this is that now, because you don't have a big duct there, you can put anything there, and it really shows in this bedroom in here where we've removed it. I mean, if you want to put a bed on that wall, you can now because the duct's not there, or a desk or anything. So having the ducts in the ceiling is not only more efficient and a better way of doing things, well, that's in our professional opinion anyway, in this instance, in this house. Yeah, it's just sort of more practical with what you might want to do with the room. Something that we also did today, we removed all of the timber on the sides of these walls here. They used to come out slightly, and that way we can actually just slip the new robe into that space and just have a shadow line. It'll look so much better. It'll look really good the way we're going to do it. So that's all been done there. Obviously we've removed the doors. Hopefully the doors and all of the door jambs, I think we get on Monday next week. We ordered them a long time ago. So every single door and every single door jamb is being replaced, new handles and everything. So if we continue down here, you can see now all of the tile underlay is down, cement sheet over the top of the floor. So all of the drainage was done. We did all the framing, built everything to specs. We built the shelf and everything like that for this main bathroom down here. Then all the plumbing, water and drainage was run. And we also framed this section here for a shaving cabinet. It goes in there where the S is. And then you can see, you know, mixers and spouts on the walls. We've back blocked everywhere. So this is actually ready. Once we've roughed in here for the underfloor heating, we'll be able to then plaster. Plastering's booked for the 1st of May. So that's in about 3 weeks time. So once that's done, then we can put the underfloor heating down, and we can, well, actually we'll waterproof first after plastering, and then we'll put underfloor heating, and then we'll tile it. The same in here. So the flooring's all been done. The in-wall system's in. All the electrical's been upgraded. So that now is actually ready. Once that back wall's plastered in 3 weeks time, well, 2.5 weeks time actually, we'll waterproof it and then tile that as well. So that's all pretty much ready, just waiting. And again, in here, you can see we haven't quite got to this robe yet. So see how that timber there's sticking out from the wall? That will end up flush. It'll look so much better when, you know, that little bit of work's done. And then we plaster it and we'll square set everything. And then basically a full carcass robe will slip in with just the shadow line around it. It'll look really cool, a bit more modern. So moving on, so the video doesn't end up too long. These stairs were fine, so we left them the way they were. We've removed windows from this side, and we've framed up half under the window where that new window is going to be located. Same on that side over there. And then, you know, we've obviously done all the drainage and everything. So water point here for the laundry, the new laundry, and the drainage there, because the washer and dryer is stacked in the corner here, because this is the butler's pantry. That there is the new ensuite that you're looking at. So we removed that entire wall and just built a whole new wall. And I'll explain that when I get up there. But all that plumbing was done. And then we've reframed this wall here to make sure that it's nice and straight. The other thing that we've done is we've cut the ceiling where the walls used to be. So all the cuts are really straight. So all along here, one of the things that we need to do is just block with some timber along there so the ceiling doesn't sag over time. And you can see, you know, in here as well that the plumbing's been done in this powder room too. So we've got the toilet there, new drainage point, and on this side we've put that flooring down now. We've moved the drainage point from the floor up into the wall, and then we've got the new mixer and spout on the wall there. In this room there's a mirror, so no need for that at all to be framed for a shaving cabinet, but that's that there. We're just waiting on the sliding door to come, and that will go into that gap there perfectly. We are going to reframe this section here to suit the new return air. So because we're going into the ceiling, that now will be a duct that goes all the way up to the ceiling, and that's where the return air will go. So that'll be removed, and a little section has to go in there for the return air for the air conditioning, the new air conditioning unit. So in the kitchen, we ran a new circuit for the induction cooktop. It's a really big cable, goes a long way. So that's a whole new circuit. Obviously all the wiring for all the lights and everything's been run. There's now wiring that's going to begin next week for all the security, the updated security in the house. This door here, not sure if I spoke about it in the past. So that used to be a window where the kitchen was. That's actually a sliding door. That's all been removed, and the bricks have been cut out. So that's ready. So all of the windows and doors come next Thursday. Today is Wednesday. So in 1 week, we'll be removing all the windows and doors and so forth and replacing them with the brand new ones from Stegbar. So that's really cool because they're 2 weeks ahead of schedule, which is, it suits us. So here, stacking doors and all that sort of stuff. So you can see here, all of this cut, it's all dead straight, ready for plaster. So moving on, upstairs, we've got a little bit of blocking still to do in these old speaker locations where the projector was. That's the other thing. We removed a cupboard from this side in here. There'll be a new cupboard put in there that'll go to the ceiling. And the way we'll do that, we've just removed the bricks from the wall. But if I can come down here on the side, you'll see we're just going to leave that top layer of bricks. That way it'll actually look better from this side if we leave it the way it is. And then it'll go all the way to the ceiling with the bulkhead above. So that'll look really good. The fireplace stays. We're not going to touch that. We have to fix this. You can see there used to be checker plating in that flooring there. So we actually have to remove all of that board and tooth it out, like long and short bits in every single piece of timber. So that's something that we'll look at. This side bit of timber here, there's a big gap that the skirting board probably won't cover. So we might pull that one side board and put a bigger wide board in there to try and fix that problem. There's a new door coming next week as well. So all new windows, all new doors, even this big window here is being replaced. So that's all coming. So in the study, so we've fixed the floor, we've back blocked the walls for plaster. So you can see here the old holes were, and we're going to investigate this timber damage when we pull the window out to replace it next week. So yeah, one thing that you probably notice, the owners, if they're watching this, we've got the rent a bathroom outside, rent a toilet, so in your front yard. So into the master, and this is all framed now, all done. So you can see there the really big niche from this side. That'll be obviously, that'll be all plastered on this side, but robe going in along here and then into the master robe. And obviously there's a sliding door that goes in here. We're waiting on the pocket and the sliding door. We've custom ordered it all. And again, the flooring's all been reframed. You can see the walk-in shower there, really big shower. And of course, all the drainage was done. You can see now the in-wall cistern, the shower location is here. You've got the really big shower niche for bottles and candles and pots or whatever you want. You've got the mixer on the wall there, and then on this side across, it's got one of our shower bases in that we always build as well. On this side here, you can see this is where the 1800 twin bowl vanity will go. So you've got mixer and spouts off the wall, and then that big square there and that big square there, we're having custom made oval shaped mirrors with LED strip lights in behind the mirrors. It's going to look fantastic. And then obviously we've reframed here for the window, which is a better size to suit the room. It's still a really big window, but it's just going to look so much better. So looking back this way, of course, you can see all the new electrical wiring everywhere. And yeah, that's where that sliding door pocket will go. In here, well, this is the corner that we need to modify. So 400 by 400 in that corner will become a return air duct in the back of the robe, which is fine. It's not going to take much of the robe away, but it just needs to be done. Obviously, all these windows are getting replaced as well, and we've got some insulation sitting here ready before plaster too. So all in all, a massive amount of work. I mean, we've reframed so much of the house. All the plumbing roughing's done, except for one water point in the kitchen, which will get done next week. So the new water point goes here, which is between the two windows, and the drainage point goes here as well. We just need to pull all that floor up first, and then we'll do it from there. So yeah, we've got 1 or 2 days here this week, just preparing for all the plastering to be done. So Thursday, Friday, and then Monday we get all the doors, all the jambs. We'll be putting all that in, and then on Wednesday, Thursday, all the doors, all the windows from Stegbar arrive, all the brand new aluminium windows and doors. So at the moment, these are all timber. So we're going from timber windows and doors to aluminium. So I can't wait to see that. It's all black. It's going to change it completely because at the moment it's like a cream color. I'm about to meet the painter here. He's actually late. So I thought I'd do a video. So we're going to go through all of the painting here. And yeah, so the plan in the short term, finish electrical, finish carpentry, doors, jambs, and then all the doors, windows, next week throughout the entire house. And then obviously the week after that, we have the plasterers in, which will change everything. So everything will get plastered in 2.5 weeks time. So once it's all plastered, then basically we put the floors down, all the skirting board on, then we can paint and we can start to get all the cabinetry and stuff in. So exciting times, thrill for the clients. They've been amazing to work with, and it's a project I can't wait to show when we're finished. Thanks for watching.